People Democratic Party (PDP) and other stakeholders protested Sundays after the Independent National Electoral Commission declared the Osun State governorship election inconclusive. The commission also feels the rerun poll in the 7 polling units where the election results were cancelled for Thursday, September 27, 2018. Although the candidate of the PDP, Senator Ademola Adeleke, scored 254,698 votes to beat the candidate of All Progressive Congress, who polled 254,345 votes. INEC said Adeleke could not be declared the winner because the numbers of the vote council, 3,498, was higher than 353, by which the PDP candidate defeated Oyetola. The returning officers, Professor Joseph Fuakpe, who is also the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, announced the result on Sunday. The candidate of the ADP, Alhaji Moshood Adeoti, scored 49,742 votes, while ADC candidate Alhaji Fatai Akimade polled 7,681 votes. The returning officer said, according to quote, "We must note that during the presentation of the coalitions, officers from different local government areas, we had issues in some polling units. From the analysis of the result, we had the difference between the two major parties is 353 votes, and the number of voters in the unit were cancelled were 3,498. As the returning officers, it is not possible to declare any party as the clear winner of this election on the first ballot. I, Professor Joseph Fuakpe, declared this election inconclusive." End of quote. Earlier, the coalition was temporarily suspended because of the rejection of the election result from some local government areas, including Ayedade, Oshogbo, and Ife East. The chairman of the PDP in the state, Soji Dagodo, and Adeleke brothers, Dele Adeleke, and some party leaders said they discovered discrepancies in some of the results.
Eleven political parties in Nigeria have come together to form an alliance with the sole aim of adopting one presidential candidate for the 2019 general elections. The group, under the umbrella of Rescue Alliance for National Development, RAND, at a press conference in Abuja addressed by its vice chairman, Senator Saudi Mohammed, said the decision was born out of the unhappy prevailing state of the nation, noting that they have not joined forces with the two major political parties in the country.
We have sat down, we set up a committee that went through the manifestos of all political parties to the alliance, and we have drafted common principles, objectives, which will drive the alliance even when in government. So the principle of the alliance is an amalgamation of the provision of the manifestos of all political parties to the alliance. And maybe what I need to tell you is that, like I said, we are going to have a common presidential candidate. We have agreed that since I was an alliance, not a merger, like ABC had merger, all the parties will maintain their identities. Ours is an alliance. So by the time we agree on our common presidential candidate, the presidential candidate will run on the platform of his or her political party. So but when we succeed in government, it's not just the manifesto or his political party that he's going to implement, but those major items of different manifestos of all the parties to the alliance will serve as the manifesto of the president when in power by the guest of course. So that's how we plan to go about it. Even those principles that we have outlined here, that we said ours, respect of the rule of law is critical, and ours, is to use political power to serve God and humanity, not to use political power for personal enrichment, for self-enrichment and personal aggrandizement. So all these we have picked from manifestos of different political parties in the alliance in order to arrive those who do not believe that PDP has what it takes after ruling the country for solid 16 years, and here is where we are. And we cannot have any headway from the PDP. So also the gross disappointment that has greeted Nigerians from the APC and its government. And that's why we said ours is a reliable and credible alternative to PDP and the APC.
Senator Saudi accused the present and past government of PDP and APC of bad governance and responsible for destroying the economy of the nation.
Unfortunately, the mainstream political parties in Nigeria have shown a pathetic incapacity to tackle the multifarious problems facing the country. They have failed to provide the visionary and progressive leadership Nigeria needs, and have allowed our country men and women to wallow in hopelessness. Interestingly, in 2015, Nigerians in their numbers, having seen the failures of the PDP, did what was hitherto unthinkable and massively voted for the newly engineered APC with so much hope in the ideals of selfless nation building. Alas, Nigerians went from frying pan to fire. The economy went into a tailspin, bringing in its trail high unemployment, poverty, hunger, youth despondency, and unacceptable levels of criminality across the land.
He said the alliance mission is to use political power to serve God and humanity, respect rule of law against political impunity, among others. In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
A man claimed to be a staff member of the Independent National Electoral Commission was arrested by party supporters at Ayuda, the local government area of Osun State, for tearing an INEC result sheet believed to be under contention when results of the state governorship election were being released. The man, Salau Mutiu Kolawole, with an INEC identification card, said a superior officer called him and directed him to proceed to St. Peter's in Ayuda to tear the result sheet. A People Democratic Party agent had contended that 1,000 votes were deducted from the party result in the area earlier during the collation of the result at the INEC office in Osogbo. Kolawole said an electoral officer in Ayedade Council called him and asked him to go to the council and tear the result sheet. The National Assembly has postponed its resumption from ongoing 2-month annual recess to October 9, 2018. The Federal Legislature, which went on summer recess in July, was scheduled to resume on Tuesday. The Clerk of the National Assembly, Mohammed Sani Omolore, in a statement in Abuja, announced the postponement. The statement read, "This is to inform all distinguished senators and honorable members that resumption of plenary session earlier scheduled for Tuesday, 25th September 2018, have been postponed to Tuesday, 9th October due to the activities of the primaries of the political parties. All distinguished senators and honorable members are expected to resume plenary session by 10 a.m. on the 9th of October. Cross-section of the lawmaker from the both Senate and the House of Representatives has explained that the September 25th earlier fees was no longer visible.
The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, said it has recovered 7.5 million grant misplaced by 11 lecturers of Kaduna State Polytechnic. Investigation had it that a grant was given by the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, to the Polytechnic between 2010 and 2011 for staff capacity development through local and international training. ICPC said the lecturers received the grant but failed to attend the training, which held in Nigeria, United States of America, Greece, and the United Arab Emirates. The Commission spokesperson, Rashidat Okodwa, said ICPC, through its Northwest Zonal Office, investigated the TED Fund grant and reported that the money was not utilized for the intended purpose. ICPC Chairman, Dr. Musa Abubakar, who handed over the recovered grant to the bursar of the institution, Mr. Gaba Nabai, said that the Commission would ensure that tertiary institutions in the country did not misuse TED Fund and other grants given to them. He noted that the exercise will spread to other institutions across the country in the course of time. Federal government has directed the Nigerian Immigration Service to put an end to the payment of fines by Nigerians holding dual citizenship at the nation's international airports with immediate effect. The Minister of Interior, Abdulrahman Dabaza, who made this known through a press release signed by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Bello Umar, said the directive is in line with the President Muhammadu Buhari's resolve to make movement easy for Nigerians with dual citizenship to come home unhindered. He restated that it was a crime to ask or pay money in that regard and stressed that under the new policy, citizens with dual nationalities should only present both traveling documents of their country of nationality to the immigration officials upon arrival and departure. He directed Nigerians with dual citizenship to report any immigration official who imposed such charges on them to the appropriate authorities.